Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are looking at Dogecoin. It has been a while since we last looked at this one, but in that time frame, Dogecoin has picked itself up a little bit. We can see that today Dogecoin is pretty flat as it has been since around Wednesday, but overall things look like they may be starting to level out in this 0.5 range, of course around the 5 cent mark. Currently we're at about 5.5 cents. The question is now the time to buy or should you avoid this currency? So again, looking at this one in the past month, we are seeing a lot of sell-off action. We can see obviously we are down up until this point here on the 23rd when we hit lows which were around the 4 cent mark. So we can see there the share price, or rather the coin price, did pick itself up ever so slightly, and now we are leveling out once again at this higher price point of the 5 cent range. The question is, will this continue? Well, of course I am not a financial advisor, but I am giving all of my opinions in this video, so do make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because we talk about stocks all the time, and also Dogecoin now and again. Now that I have shared that though, let us jump in. Right, so initially we were seeing a lot of action, of course, in the past month, 6 months rather, with Dogecoin. We can see this big initial spike up in January, actually leading into late or early February. We saw a lot of people adding Dogecoin to their portfolio. Now the main reason for this one is a lot of people thought this one was going to the moon. Of course we had Elon Musk tweeting about this one constantly, and a load of different catalysts and factors which sent the coin price up to a significant level. We hit highs around the 8 cent mark, and ever since we have been selling off. But more recently, in about the 4 cent mark, maybe even that low 5 cent mark, we have actually leveled out ever so slightly, and it does look like the coin may be leveling out and even could potentially be coming back up in the next few weeks. Well, of course my opinion on this one is that Dogecoin is quite a risky one anyway. I am happy that it is starting to level out, and I definitely do believe that we could be seeing more slow and steady growth. Now of course a lot of people do think that this coin is rocketing in the next month or so. Personally, I think that there is a potential of this one going up by a significant amount. We already know that we've got Biden's stimulus of 1.9 trillion, which will give a lot of people around $1,400 to basically spend. So I think that is quite cool. I think this could influence the price of Dogecoin potentially and send it up a little bit. Now, what I have said about Dogecoin in previous episodes, I am going to talk about it ever so quickly now. I think Dogecoin is a decent play if you buy a small amount, and of course if you are buying only what you're willing to lose. As we already know, Dogecoin does still have that potential, but in my eyes it is over a more long-term frame. We are seeing more and more places take payment in Dogecoin, and I think this could be the start of the coin becoming widely accepted in the real world. Now don't get me wrong, we are nowhere where we need to be for this one to explode in price in my opinion at the moment, but of course if you are willing to buy a small amount into this currency, it could pay off in the long run, but please do be aware it is extremely risky. So going forwards into the next day or so, what can I forecast happening? Well, this is only my opinion guys, but personally I think that tomorrow may bring us up ever so slightly. I don't think it will be by a significant amount, but I definitely think it is possible that we could reach past this mid 5 cent range hopefully and break past today's highs. If that is possible, I think we will be in a fantastic position, but of course Dogecoin ultimately in my eyes is going to be trading relatively flat in the next few weeks and months, and I think that is something that we need to remember. So yes, it could be a decent buy right now for the currency, but the question is, should you buy it overall? Well, like I said, if you are willing to wait on this one for weeks, months and years, perhaps it could be a decent buy, of course if you do have the patience to sit it out. In my eyes, I definitely think it could be a decent buy. However, I am going to say that if you are willing to invest in some other stocks or other cryptos even, there could definitely be better options out there which could provide better profits in a shorter amount of time. So of course Dogecoin is a decent play. At the price that it's currently at, it is quite fantastic, but overall in my eyes I definitely do believe that there are some better options out there at the moment, because we just don't know where Dogecoin is heading, whether it is going to remain flat at this price range for a few weeks, months and years, and of course if that is the case, you could be asking yourself, is it worth investing in this one at a later date, or perhaps even missing out on Dogecoin? So that's just my personal opinion guys. I definitely would avoid it going forwards into tomorrow. Of course if something does change, if it is to rocket in price, or if a catalyst is to come out, I will update you on this one, but at the moment this one is relatively flat. I am happy to see it pick itself back up in the past 5 days, and I think this is a sort of growth which we can anticipate for Dogecoin. I think it will be quite slow and steady, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think a lot of people with this one are looking for those huge profits overnight. I think we need to be aware that that is not necessarily what is going to happen. So like I said, that is only just my opinion. I do hope I am wrong. I hope this one does explode overnight. I hope it rockets, but that's just what I personally think. Please tell me what you're doing with the currency down in the comment section. I would love to hear what you have to say. Other than that though, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.